Hello class! In this movie I'm going to be going over the instructions for our art movie assignment. For the full instructions of this assignment, I am currently in our modules page off to the side, and you can click on this page here that says Art Movie Instructions. Let me go ahead and make this a little bit bigger for us so we can see. And here you have our project overview. Essentially, for this assignment, you will be working as a group to build a Google Doc, and then eventually the end result of it being a 3 to 5 minute movie about a work of art that you guys choose to discuss. You will receive an invitation shortly to join a Collaborate Google page from me. If you ever lose the link to this collaboration page, you can find it again if you go back to our site under collaborations. If you click right here, that will take you to the collaboration page if you ever misplace it, the link. So we'll be using Google Docs and Canvas Collaborate. You will also be using some sort of movie editing software. Here are a couple that I know about and have recommended. WeVideo is the only one that I have found that is free, that offers you the ability to collaborate on the editing process, so working together, instead of having one person doing all of the editing. This is obviously preferable, although there are workarounds. You can have people create different sections of the movie and then maybe one person just throws all of that together. It's really up to you. iMovie is also free, comes with most Macs. And YouTube Creator Studio is another free account that will let you do basic video editing. That's all you need for this, is basic video editing. You do not need to be an expert. These are the learning outcomes to be evaluated in this assignment. You can read that on your own. I don't feel like reading that to you. And then we move into the phase instructions. We have 3 phases to this assignment. The first phase just involves everyone getting online and going to that group Google Doc and together deciding on a work of art that you want to choose as a subject for your movie. The one rule for this part is that the artwork that you choose cannot be a work of art that was a starred slide or a artwork to identify from our lessons. I have already done very thorough jobs with those, with describing them in our lessons and our lectures, and I'm looking for you guys to do something that I haven't done already. You can describe an artwork that maybe I didn't record very thoroughly, or one from your textbook that didn't even make it into our lectures. I would recommend choosing something from your textbook, from Europe and the Americas, and something after the 1400s. Why make it harder for yourself to find resources, right? If you choose something from your book, then you already have a good resource from which to start. For phase 2, you'll be writing the script and creating a storyboard. Your movie should contain all of this information somewhere within it. You do not need to proceed through the information in this order, and I strongly recommend that as a group you divide it up. So some people are finding certain pieces of information and filling in different parts of the script, and maybe it's one person's job at the end to bring it together and turn it into one cohesive document. For both phase 1 and phase 2, you will be submitting a link to this Google Doc as your homework assignment, and I'll go through it and take a look at the information that you've filled in for these charts. For phase 3, this is the movie process. This is when you'll be taking that script and that storyboard and turning it into a digital video. You have many options for movie editing, as I said. If you decide not to use WeVideo, just make sure that you are trying to designate and delegate some of the duties for completing this movie. If I can, make a quick plug for VoiceOver PowerPoint and QuickTime Screen Capture. That's actually what I use to make our lessons this semester, and hey, it's what I'm using right now. So all I do is open up QuickTime. I don't know if it'll let me. And click File and New Screen Recording right here. And it'll just record anything that's on my screen and listen to me as I'm talking. Oh, hey, look, a cat. What I do is I take the video that I've created with QuickTime, I throw it into iMovie, and just quickly edit out all of the long pauses and, burps and stuff like that that I don't want it to make its way onto the video. Really basic stuff, not difficult to figure out how to cut scenes and put things together and add titles and transitions using iMovie. It's pretty easy. Your movie should be a reflection of the script and the storyboard, and it should have visuals, pictures of your object, whether it's a painting or sculpture. Maybe you have nice details of that object, maybe a map for geography, anything else that you feel like you want to include. It should also have recorded voiceover, audio, someone maybe wants to volunteer to do that, and titles. Beyond this, feel free to get creative. You can include music if you want, but as long as I can still hear the voiceovers, transitions, animations. Maybe you can take a screen grab of someone's timeline to put everything from your artwork into historical context. It's actually a good idea. I should make that a requirement next time. So how will you be graded? Very important part. I will be grading all parts of this assignment, and I do have final say for all of the grading. But in addition to the instructor's assessment, each student will be responsible for viewing and peer reviewing 2 other groups. I'm going to utilize Canvas's peer review system, which is pretty successful. I've had good success with it in the past. I'll provide a rubric, and all you have to do is click through the rubric to see if they have proficiently demonstrated the learning outcomes. Last but not least, down here at the bottom is the participation disclaimer. This is always something useful to have whenever doing group work, but is especially useful when doing group work in an online course. It can be easy to think that this is the kind of assignment where you can coast by on someone else's effort, but it is not. Google Docs will track who is contributing and who isn't. You can always feel free to let me know if someone isn't contributing, but you really don't have to. Google Docs will do it for me. Anyone who doesn't participate in Phase 1 or Phase 2, Phase 1 and Phase 2, I should say, with their group will be taken off of their group. Then they will have to do the assignment solo. Now that you know what to expect, you can read through these instructions on your own if you wish, and move over to the collaboration for Phase 1. Oh, you're a cool cat. Look at this black cat. Oh, he's so cute. How could you think I'm bad luck? Hello.